In this episode, we're going to look at colors. And you know, one of the biggest mistakes that I see both website designers and website design platforms make is that they don't consider the management of colors by a content team. Now, over the course of a lifetime, a website has many content team members come in. It might be initial people building the website, it could be staff changes in the future, and you might also be inviting new people from different agencies such as a content team or marketing team to come in and edit pages in the future. Well, consider that if someone in the page editor chooses a particular color blue, even if it's not the exact text code, it's something close, you might not even be able to see the difference with a naked eye. But that means that people are adding new colors and it starts to become inconsistent over time. Well, what we do in this episode is we're going to lock down a color palette in the colors area. And we lock it down there, and then in the page editor, people are going to be able to choose those exact colors. And that also has a key advantage that in the future, if we want to update one of those color swatches, maybe to a completely different variant or completely different accent, it's going to update right the way around the website, meaning that things like redesigning websites become particularly easy, and you'll never have to go through that redesign process again. And to get us started, we're going to be building on the work that we did in episode 1 and letting the bots go and complete the colors right the way around the website. Now, you'll recall in episode 1, we built your initial theme, but just using 3 colors. We used your main, your neutral, and your accent 1. Well, you can see here I've got much more colors in my palette. So we're going to complete that palette. Now, don't worry if you don't have a palette just yet. At the end of this episode, I'm going to show you ways to pick a really cool color palette. So what's the objective of this episode? Well, you can see here in the page editor, the colors I update in the colors area will update right the way around the website. But more so than that, it's also going to create color palettes of which our team can use in day 4, so that they won't be introducing new colors, they won't be adjusting your brand guidelines, and they'll always be staying on brand and never messing up the website. But you can see here in the text, we've got a color palette here that they can pick colors that we've selected. But you can also see here the colors for the background, so they can only select a background color from the color swatches that we create, and they can only mix those if they're creating gradients with color swatches that we create. So you get the picture here. We're locking down the color palette so that your team can never stray off brand. And these color swatches you'll see right around the website. Here you can see the same palette for border colors and the same palette for dynamic text color, which is where we override colors for dynamic elements such as news feeds, even online shops. So, you know, these palettes go right the way around the website. You'll see them more and more as we progress through the 5-day challenge. And this episode, we're going to update all your colors right the way around the website, and we're going to lock down your color palette so that your team will always stay on brand.